Hi guys, welcome to another session of All Tackled Up TV. Here today I'm at Claygate Lakes in Maidstone in Kent, and we're going to hopefully catch a few F1, some silvers possibly, and possibly some normal carp, depending on what mood they're in. Really hot today. We're going to get to about 30 degrees today, so yeah, a bit of a roaster. So when the heat's like this, you never know how the fishing's going to be. I've chose a peg halfway down the lake. It's a traditional style snake lake, ranges from 13 to 16 metres across. Really deep down the edges, so margins can work, but it's not always the most productive area. I have found when I fished here in the past that it's usually down the track across, and if you can get those F1s especially competing shallow, which I'm going to try and do today with a little bit of hard pellet over the top, and also what I'm going to do is fishing like the slop, which is basically sloppy ground bait, a bit like paste, over wetted paste, which I'm going to be putting to balls and going in over the top to create a cloud up in the water. So that's the plan of attack today, guys, and my bait I'm going to be using is from the Dynamite Baits stable, which is the new Swim Stim F1. So I've got a mixture here of the 2mm pellets, which I'm going to start on the deck with down below, and then also this is what's going to form my cloud mix. So it's got a real nice yellow hue to it, so great for skimmers and bream as well, but it should give a nice bit of colour up in the water to really entice them fish. And like it says on the bag, the best bit about this stuff is it is so sweet. It should draw them in hopefully from all over the place. What we've also got as well with me is the Dynamite's F1 Sweet soaked liquid as well. I'm going to use this on some expanders, which I'm going to show you in a moment, and obviously in another video how I do those. And also Dynamite's really good new 6mm durable hookers. These have got like a rubbery texture, and which I will do later on. You can even fish these shallow in the water without even putting them in a band, with still helicoptering the rig into the water, and they just don't come off. You have to be really to get them off like a whip. So, and they give off a lovely high leakage again, this yellow hue up in the water. So yeah, if you haven't seen these already, guys, check these out as well. They do come in other flavours. You've got the red krill and the original betaine green, which everyone must have used at some stage in their ground bait and pellets, and also a white one, which can be great for up in the water and when you're trying to mug those fish. All carp seem to love a white bait. They love a bit of bread, so great like sort of stimulant type bait there to get up in the water. And again, these are all high leakage. They'll go on a hair rig, they go in a quick stop, in a band, or even direct hooking, which I'm going to do today. So yeah, looks like some real good bits of kit with this new F1 Swim Stim range, and hopefully it'll bring me a few fish today, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, so if you want to, should we say, sport up your pellets and do a little bit different to everyone else, rather than just putting the normal water in your pellet pump, put the Swim Stim Sweet F1 liquid straight into it and then pump like normal. So literally pour it straight in to the pellet housing, fill it up. You can already smell the sweetness of this. Lovely. That should be enough. And literally just like normal, get your pellet pump, and all the pellets are settled. So as you can see, all the pellets are settled in now. I'll show you in a minute. That real lovely yellow hue I was talking about earlier on. Going to really leak off your expanders. There we go, fish on. Using the Drennan Aqua bungee today. It's designed for F1 and silvers, and if I start getting into the bigger carp I will go up, but at the moment, as you can see, it does the job. Let's get this one in the net. They do fight well for little fish, they really do. on F1, it's a little tench. Get him unhooked. There you go. Feeding the Dynamite 2 mils out of the toss pot, fishing a 4 mil Dynamite expander over the top. Lower that tip back in with the pop hat. Gently lift the float back up, just so the bait's going down with the micros, and then lower it to the deck. Just a bite there. Getting indications again straight away. Definitely a lot of fish coming shallow now. So literally, like I say, I'm going to give this a couple more puttings and get the shallow rig on. There we go, another fish on. Suspect it's another small fish again. Another tiny little tench. The tench do go up into here over 8 pounds, so it'd be lovely to hook one of them. That one. It's a little rudd, I think, this time. Little small silverfish or a skimmer. Yeah, it's a little skimmer. Don't normally grab them to hand, but quite a small blade, as you can see. I'm going to start feeding a bit of pellet over the top now to prep the line for going shallow. So just a few 4 mils or 6 mils, whatever you want. I'm starting on 4s to be fair. Just over the top of the same area where you're fishing. Just gives you opportunity if you don't get them on the surface. The pellets are going to go down and feed your upper area for you as well. Quite a lot of fish there now, so it'd be rude not to have a little look and ignore them. So let's change the rig and let's see what we can do. line to go a bit deeper if they're not playing ball. Got a size 16 LWG banded hook, 4-inch hook length, and I'm using a Drennan 0.3 crystal dibber with a bulk set at about halfway. If they come really shallow, obviously the bulk will go right up under the float, and we'll shallow this up to anything up to about 10-12 inches. So I'm going to use a 6 pellet in the band. And I'm going to alternate between feeding some 4s and 6s and the slop with the Dynamite Sweet F1 mix. I'm going to throw a little bit of slop in to give them a little bit of an enticement. Can be a little bit messy, this with the slop, so a bit like paste. Have a towel over your leg or a bowl of water. Let's see if we can have a few. Getting a few 4 mils over the top. Get them up in the water competing. As you can see, they're already there, ready and up for it. Then that initial little ball of slop that's gone in, and then just flick your rig in, and straight away I've had a fish, but he's come off. Just got to keep those fish interested. And there we go, fish is on straight away. Gone up to a white hydro, set really soft, just because I've seen a few bigger things cruising about. It'd be nice to try and get them in as well. So let's get this first fish in on the shallow rig. And there he comes. In the net. Okay. Trick when you've got them going shallow, just don't stop feeding, otherwise they will disappear, especially when other people are nearby feeding as well. So just keep those couple of amounts of pellets go out, same as before, between 6 and 8. That's all you need to do. I'll pick that fish, there we go. Again, 6mm pellet in. I'm going to put a little bit of the slop in. You can put it in a cup, in a little toss pot if you're more confident that way, or just simply roll it in a ball in your hand, underarm, and out she goes. And we're literally going to fish into that cloud. Again, just a little slap round in the cloud. A couple of pellets over the top. Still fish there. Not loads of fish, but there's a few fish. And the more fish start to come in, they'll start to compete a lot more quicker, and they'll be on your bait. Here we go, fish on again. As I said, while you're playing the fish, you've got time. Feed with your left hand if you can. 6 to 8 pellets again. Just keep that bait going in. They're really sprightly little fish in Claygate. They really do go for it. And in he goes. That's the sort of stamp we want, and bigger. You're going to get onto a good weight. Again, little ball of the slop. Roll it in your hand, lick it out. Creates a nice little cloud in the water, and I can see the fish are coming into that cloud wanting to know, but there's no actual hard feed content in there, so the only thing that's going to go in there is your pellet. So, straight back out. A few more pellets. Got a fly hanging around me, which is lovely. Again, just whip your rig. nice and low. Flick a few pellets out. Slightly bigger fish this time, or just an angry F1. Yeah, I think we've got an angry F1. again while you're putting your pellet back on. A few more pellets, straight back out again. If you want to know why I'm using a 6mm up in the water today, the main reason for that is Claygate's got a lot of small roach and rudd in here, so they do love a 4mm pellet up in the water, so that's why I've gone for the 6, guys, just to let you know. So before you feed again, just a couple of sweeps, see if anything's there. Don't have to feed all the time. The noise of the pellet and the float going in is enough to keep the fish in the area. There we go, fish on again. And it's just literally, and just keep repeating what you're doing. A little bit of pellet out, a little bit of slop. Same time, you'll get used to putting it in the same area. Just comes with a bit of practice. It's all about the accuracy, keeping that bait in the same area. Exactly the same as you would on the bottom of the toss pot. Just keep them fish in an area, nice and tight. Another F1. Here we go. Again, while you've got the fish in the net in front of you, a few pellets. Back out again, over your line. Really seems to like that slop every time it goes in. They're just literally darting in and out of it at 100 miles per hour. So the stimulants and the enhancers that are in that bait and that sweet smell, they just can't resist it. So put a bit of slop in now. They've just gone in. Just give it a little flick over the top. Still see fish there. Darting around all the time. Feed a few. Just all about keep working and working your rig. Don't leave it just sitting there. And there we go again, guys. Boom, straight in. Again, a few pellets out for your feed. Once you get used to it, these fish you don't have to bully them. Like I lost one earlier on, just being a bit impatient. Just let the elastic do the work, and the fish will just pop up in front of you. He says now. Bit of a battle of this one. Again, if you're playing a fish a bit longer, just keep that feed going in. Nearly given up. No, not yet. good stamp fish, good couple of pounds, not getting 2.5 pound, 3 pound fish. Doesn't take a long to get a weight going. Feed a bit of the slop again. And it's just literally roll it in your hands like that, guys. Roll it in the hand, overhand it, plop, plop, plop. You see it hit the water. You can see the fish flying into it now, going mad for the cloud. One of my favourite ways of fishing this. That's a fatty. Here we go, guys. So apart from the banded pellet, I've been fishing these 6mm durable expanders by Dynamite, and this is the F1 Sweet to match the cloud I've been fishing, and they've absolutely loved it, dinked in the cloud. So, and these really are durable. I've been spinning these round, flicking them, and they just do not come off the hook. So well done, Dynamite, spot on. Just show you on my jeans, on my shorts, you might see it a bit clearer. There you go. So this is what I've been fishing. This is the Dynamite Cloud Slop. So as you can see, it is just literally like over wetted paste, and all I'm doing is getting a bit about that big, roll it. As you can see, it forms a ball, and there's your ball, perfect for paste or just for flicking out into a cloud. And just to show you what it looks like as a cloud, I'll just show you in the water. Show you what this looks like in the water. Just lingers there. And these are the 2mm Dynamites and the 6mm durable hookers been using today, guys. You see them little bad boys in there? Lovely, brilliant pellets. And these are the 2mm. So get a close up look at them. They've got this lovely yellowy greeny gold colour to them that just leaks off as well. So happy days. There you go, guys. This is what I just put in my net in an hour fishing this slop and pellet. So as you can see, it's a great method. And I've got a net with probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 times the amount of this, so well over £100, probably getting on for 150 if not a bit more. So well chuffed. I've only been down here 3.5 4 hours, so happy days. Let's get them back. That's part of my other net, and so I've got another net left in the water. So as you can see, lovely bit of fishing. I'm not going to get them all out for a shot, but I've got about 70, 80 fish in there. Sorry. Right, it's part of my other net. I'm not going to drag them all out. I've got over 60 fish in there. So, well chuffed. Thanks a lot, Dynamite. Thanks a lot, Dynamite. As you can see, that's part of my other net. I'm not going to get them all out. It's too hot for that. About another 60 fish in there, so I'm absolutely made up. Thank you very much. It's absolutely made up. Thanks, Dynamite.
Right, so there you go, guys. So I've got a 0.4 domed dibber by Drenham. It's one of the crystal series. I really rate these. I've just got confidence in them. It just helps when you're not trying to spook the fish, especially when you're going so shallow, which this rig is what I use for anything from 12 inches in depth or below. I do use them deeper sometimes as well. It's one of my favourite float patterns for fishing shallow up in the water, especially how I'm doing this. And I've got my bulk just a couple of inches down, sitting on top of the hook length knot, and then I'm straight down to the business end, which is my Super LWG with a little band, size 16, and that's an 013 hook length there, guys. And then there's my other rig, more of a traditional, again, Drenham crystal dibber, 0.3 with a shot bulked right up underneath. And that's really the only difference in between the two rigs. Identical line, identical hook length, and identical hook, and both banded. There you go, guys.
So I mentioned hooks earlier, guys. This is the main hook length that I've been using now. I used to tie my own, but with work and stuff I just don't get the time. But I just want to give these a little shout out. They're the 6-inch Super LWG ready rigs with the bands. This is the size 16 to 013 end gauge, 8 rigs in a pack, and to be honest, I've used the same two today without any breakages. They really are top-notch hook lengths. If you've not used them, guys, get into your local tackle shop, pick up some and give them a go.